Hey guys, just wanted to share with you what's been going on around Alightedpath Path Ranch this month. This month we took a break from the hillside at the Gowdy cabin and went up to the Van Pop barn and been focusing on the classroom edition. This classroom is going to be a great asset to the camp. It's going to be a place to teach children, mainly about the gospel of Christ, to share that with them. But it's also going to give my family room to stretch our legs and get out of the camper for a while we're building the camp until our house is complete on the other side of the ranch. And I want to, along with sharing the gospel, I want to tell you a story, and it ties back to Mark, where we're taught to go and share, to preach the gospel with all creatures. I read the story in an article one time somewhere, I think it was in South America. There was a tribe down there that was having sickness and problems, and this group of doctors went down there and they found out that the problem was an iron deficiency because there was no iron ore in the area. They even used clay pots to cook in because there was no iron. So it was an iron deficiency. So their cure for the problem, their fix to the issue, was to give them each household a square block of iron that they were supposed to put in their clay pots and boil their water, cook their stews or whatever, and it would leach into their food and cure the issue. Well, they left this iron with them and went home and came back from America many months later, ran some tests, and found out that people were sicker than they were before and more had died. So they went and talked to the village elder to find out what was going on, and he said, well, the women are using them for doorstops because to them it's just an object, a piece of rock or something. And so they were looking around. He said they couldn't relate to it, and they were looking around his home and they saw this image of a fish everywhere. So they asked him about that, and he relayed to them how it was a village image. It symbolized who they were as a people. So they went back and took this iron and shaped it into a fish and gave it to them. And the women put it in the pots and they used it. They came back months later again to check and found out that the anemia was cured. There was no more issue with iron deficiency. All from taking the same iron ore. It was still that same iron ore, the same amount, the same weight, the same mass, but it was shaped like a fish that they could relate to. I say we do the same thing with the gospel. We don't change the gospel. We give it to them word for word, just as the Bible tells us, but then we make it relatable by sharing our story, what it's done in our life, how Jesus has changed our life, and the work he's done in us. Make it relatable. We'll find out there's more people out there like the old us that can relate to it, and it can help plant that seed and foster and encourage growth in that seed in their lives as well. At Alightedpath Path Ranch, that's our vision with these children. We're going to use the animals like the lambs and the Lamb of God. Use that and make it relatable so we can share the gospel of Christ with them, so that seed can go further and make a difference. Because I'm pretty sure from the world I'm living in and I see around me, there's a Jesus deficiency. And I think we all need to do our part to fight that. And he's the cure. Let's share it with everybody. Thank you guys, and God bless.